Alright guys, so let me ask you something. What actually happens to your money within the first 24 to 48 hours after you get paid? Because for most people, the honest answer is that it just disappears. Not physically gone necessarily, but emotionally gone. Meaning it gets absorbed by bills, impulse purchases, and random spending even before you had a real plan for it. And that right there is exactly why so many people feel financially stuck, even when they're making decent money. It's not always an income problem. Most of the time, it's a system problem. But before I dive into any details of this video, if you're new around here, my name's Nima and welcome to the channel. I'm a corporate executive with over 15 years of experience in both sales and finance. My videos break down complex financial concepts to help you on your financial journey, whether you're just starting out or if you're already a seasoned pro. So guys, let's jump into today's video topic, which is do this every time you get paid. So guys, let's go ahead and begin. Now, just remember, I need you to stay with me all the way to the end of this video because the last thing I'm going to share with you is something most people completely overlook when it comes to payday. And guys, it's honestly one of the most quietest but most powerful tools for building financial stability that exists. And I'll put it to you plainly. When you repeat the same bad payday habits, you get the same bad financial results every single month. So, let's fix that in today's video. Okay, so habit number 1, and this one is a non-negotiable. You need to have a budget in place before your paycheck even hits your account, not after. Not once you see the balance, before that. Think about it. It's like a sports team. No coach waits until the first quarter is already underway to introduce the game plan. Guys, the game plan exists before the game starts, and your budget needs to exist before the money lands. A budget is your measuring stick, your guardrails. It's the thing that keeps you in control of your money instead of your money controlling you. And here's the specific approach I want you to use. It's called a zero-based budget, which just means that you give every single dollar a name and an assignment before you spend any money at all or even a cent. Things like housing, utilities, food, transportation, insurance, your essential stability categories go to the very top and should absolutely remain there first. Then, after that, everything else gets assigned from what remains. When every dollar has a job, there's no room for money to quietly disappear on you the way that it does when you're just winging it. Guys, money hates chaos. And it is attracted to organization. And a zero-based budget is exactly that. Now, habit number 2 on my list might catch some of you off guard, and that is building the habit of giving every single payday, no matter how small the amount. And, of course, I know some of you are thinking right now, I don't have enough to be giving anything away to anybody. But guys, just hear me out. Because this isn't about the amount, it's about the principle. Giving trains your mindset to not worship money, not to chase it desperately. It builds gratitude, it builds stewardship, and it keeps you balanced with your relationship to your paycheck. Even if it's something like $5, build the habit now. Because here's the truth. Someone who won't give a little almost never gives a lot either. Now, habit number 3 on my list is where a lot of people quietly lose control without even realizing it. And that is making sure you account for every dollar that's left over after your monthly expenses are covered. Most people pay their bills, handle their obligations, and just kind of spend whatever's left on whatever feels right in the moment. And that right there is where financial chaos lives. Whatever cushion you have remaining after your expenses are paid, whether it's $200, $500, $1,500, that number needs to go near to the top of your budget and get assigned a specific role just like every other bill that you pay. Maybe it goes towards building your emergency fund. Maybe it goes towards knocking out a credit card. Maybe it goes towards your investment account. It doesn't matter which one. What matters is that that money has a destination and a purpose before you ever get a chance to spend it on something unplanned. What I want you to do is I want you to assign it, I want you to automate it, and I want you to treat it like a non-negotiable obligation for your future self. And now, number 4 on my list is directly connected to that. Pay yourself first every single payday without exception. Guys, right now in 2026, with inflation higher than ever, the cost of everything from groceries to insurance to gas is putting pressure on your household budgets. And I understand that this feels hard. But even if you just start at 3 to 5% of your income going directly to a retirement account or an investment account, you are building something. And guys, I want you to increase that number aggressively every time your income goes up, because the future version of you 20 years from now is depending on the decisions the present version of you is making today. The best person who is ever going to take care of the old you is the young you. Now, guys, before I dive into any more of this do this every time you get paid video, if you're gaining any value from this video so far, I'd really appreciate it if you could smash that like button, leave a comment down below, and subscribe. Your support helps this channel grow, so please show some love by smashing that like button, commenting down below, and subscribing. Alright, now let's discuss the next segment. So guys, habit number 5 on my list is one of the most important things that I'm going to tell you in this entire video. And it is resist lifestyle inflation every single time that your income goes up. Guys, this is one of the biggest financial traps in America, and it quietly destroys the wealth building potential of millions who are otherwise doing everything right. Every time people start making more money, the default move is to spend more money. A bigger car payment, a bigger apartment, more subscriptions, eating out more, upgrading, everything in sight. And before long, their income went up, but their financial peace didn't go with it. Their savings didn't go up with it. And they're still living paycheck to paycheck, just with more expensive stuff around them. Remember, right now in 2026, with the economy under pressure from elevated inflation, surging energy costs, and a labor market that is more uncertain than the headline number suggests, protecting your financial cushion is more important than ever. Every raise, every bonus, every extra dollar that comes in, before you let any of it expand your lifestyle, direct it toward eliminating bad debt, building your emergency fund, or increasing your investment rates. The cushion you have left over in your budget should be growing year over year, not staying flat because your expenses grew to match your income. It's not about looking rich, guys. It's about becoming financially stable. And those two things are not the same thing. They're not even close. Now, habit number 6 on my list is something I feel really strongly about, and it almost never makes it onto these kind of lists. Please invest in your own self-improvement every single payday without fail. Guys, I'm not talking about huge amounts here. $10 to $20 every time that you get paid, specifically budgeted for learning, whether it's a book, an audiobook, a course, something that actively builds your knowledge and your skill set. That is the same price as a bowl of Chipotle at this point. It's the same price as a fast food combo meal in general. And I'm going to be straight with you. If you have a $1,000 phone in your pocket, but you can't find $20 a month to invest in your education, you need to have a real honest conversation with yourself about what you actually value. There's no way to get to a new financial place by thinking the same thoughts and consuming the same information you've always had access to. You need new input to get new output. And in 2026, with the economy changing as fast as it is, with AI reshaping industries, with inflation changing the rules of money, with the job market shifting everyone's feet, the people who are continuously learning and growing are the ones who are going to be positioned to take advantage of what's coming. Just think of it this way: 1 book per payday, and that should be 26 books in a year, or at least something similar to that. That is a genuinely different person with a genuinely different financial mindset 12 months from now, but only if you actually read them. And last but not least, habit number 7, and this is the one that I told you to stay for, so thank you for watching this video all the way through. And unfortunately, it's the one that most people overlook completely, and that's why I'm adding it here. Number 7 on my list is sinking funds. Every single payday for the expected expenses that are going to hit you throughout the year. Guys, let me explain what a sinking fund is, because it's simpler than it sounds. A sinking fund is money that you set aside a little bit at a time, specifically for large or recurring expenses that you know are coming. Holiday gifts, insurance deductibles, car registration, annual subscriptions, home repairs, property taxes. These are not emergencies. They are expected. Of course, some I wish you would remove, like subscriptions, but they are expected. And yet, most people treat them like surprises every single year because they never planned for them. Guys, just remember, financially organized people prepare for these things little by little throughout the year so that when December rolls around or when the insurance renewal hits, the money is already sitting there waiting and there is no stress, no credit card, no panic. That is what financial stability actually feels like. Not some dramatic moment where you finally have a lot of money, but the quiet, boring, beautiful feeling of being prepared when life happens. And as I wrap up this video, here's the big picture I want you guys to take away from this video. Most financial stress in America does not come from people not making enough money. It comes from people not having a structure for the money that they already make. These 7 habits that I walked you through today are that structure. Budget before you get paid, give something every payday, account for every leftover dollar, pay yourself first, resist lifestyle inflation, invest in your self-improvement, and build sinking funds for what's coming. Guys, do those 7 things consistently every single payday, and I promise you, your financial life looks completely different a year from now. Guys, I want to thank you for watching this video all the way through. Please subscribe so that you don't miss the next ones that I put out every other day. And please, drop a comment down below and tell me which of these 7 habits that you plan on starting this payday if you haven't already. Thank you again for watching this all the way through, and I'll see you all in the next video.